Here are the 8 basics you need to focus on to build a strong foundation for success. 1. Discipline comes before motivation. Success rarely begins with a moment of inspiration, because inspiration is emotional and temporary, while progress depends on repetition. Discipline is what allows you to act even when energy is low, confidence is missing, or the work feels uninspiring. It is the ability to follow through without negotiating with your feelings, knowing that consistency matters more than intensity. Over time, discipline reshapes identity, because the more often you keep commitments to yourself, the more you begin to trust your own reliability. This internal trust becomes a foundation for confidence, replacing the need for constant motivation with a quieter but more durable sense of direction. 2. Patience with results, relentlessness with effort. Success operates on delayed rewards, which makes patience essential but often misunderstood. Patience does not mean waiting passively or lowering standards. It means continuing to act with full commitment while accepting that results may not be immediate. Relentlessness is what keeps effort steady during periods where progress feels invisible, and it is this phase that eliminates most people. Those who succeed understand that early stages often feel unrewarding, not because nothing is happening, but because growth happens beneath the surface before it becomes visible. Trusting this process allows effort to continue without constant reassurance. 3. Self-leadership in moments of pressure. What truly separates those who progress from those who remain stuck is not intelligence or opportunity, but the ability to lead themselves when emotions are strongest. Pressure, frustration, and disappointment appear naturally on any meaningful path, and the critical difference lies in how these moments are handled. Many people allow emotion to decide for them, reacting immediately when something feels unfair, discouraging, or overwhelming. Successful people experience the same emotions, but they create a pause between what they feel and what they do, and within that pause, they choose direction instead of reaction. Imagine missing an opportunity you worked hard for, or receiving criticism after investing time and effort. The reactive response might be withdrawal, self-doubt, anger, or the urge to quit. Self-leadership means acknowledging the emotional response without letting it dictate the next move. Instead of acting from frustration, successful people ask themselves what action still serves their long-term direction, even if it feels uncomfortable in the moment. This choice is rarely dramatic, but it is decisive. Over time, these moments accumulate. Someone who consistently chooses clarity over impulse begins to trust themselves under pressure. Another example appears when progress slows unexpectedly. Many people react by constantly changing direction, blaming circumstances, or losing consistency. Self-leadership shows up when you stay steady, adjust strategically, and continue forward without emotional escalation. This internal stability becomes a quiet advantage, because it allows progress to continue even when circumstances challenge confidence or patience. 4. Growth requires discomfort. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong, but a signal that you are stepping beyond what is familiar. Growth often brings uncertainty, self-doubt, and fear because it demands change. Avoiding discomfort keeps life predictable but limits development. Successful people learn to interpret discomfort differently, seeing it as evidence of expansion rather than danger. Over time, repeated exposure to discomfort builds emotional resilience, allowing progress to continue even when conditions are not ideal or confidence is incomplete. 5. Focus is what allows progress to compound. Focus determines whether effort accumulates or dissipates. Constantly shifting attention creates the feeling of activity without meaningful advancement. Successful people intentionally reduce complexity by committing deeply to fewer priorities. This clarity allows them to invest energy fully rather than dividing it across distractions. Focus also requires the discipline to say no to opportunities that do not align with long-term goals, even when those opportunities appear appealing. Through sustained focus, progress compounds in ways scattered effort cannot replicate. 6. Humility keeps learning alive. Humility allows growth to continue beyond early competence. When ego becomes attached to being right or appearing capable, learning slows. Successful people maintain a learner's mindset, treating mistakes as feedback rather than failure. This openness allows continuous refinement and prevents stagnation. Humility also encourages adaptability, because it removes the need to defend past decisions and replaces it with curiosity about better approaches. 7. Character sustains success. Character shapes how success is experienced and whether it lasts. Reliability, honesty, and alignment between values and actions build trust over time, and trust multiplies opportunities. Character also provides stability during pressure, guiding decisions when external rewards tempt compromise. Success built without character often creates internal conflict, while success grounded in character creates coherence and long-term respect. 8. Internal drive is what keeps you going. External validation fluctuates, making it an unreliable source of motivation. Internal drive is rooted in personal standards rather than external approval. Successful people continue working even when recognition is absent because progress itself reinforces identity. Measuring growth against personal improvement rather than comparison creates resilience, allowing effort to continue during quiet phases. This internal compass ensures that momentum does not depend on applause. When these qualities come together, success stops feeling like something you chase and begins to feel like something you build. Discipline replaces impulse, patience supports effort, self-leadership stabilizes action, and focus allows growth to compound. Success becomes the natural outcome of consistent alignment between who you are and how you act over time. If this way of thinking resonates with you and you want to continue exploring mindset, discipline, and personal growth in a calm and practical way, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos and can continue this journey.